Hey, it's Mike from AutomationEngage.com. Thanks for checking out this video. And today we're going to be going through how to create a lead magnet delivery funnel that is GDPR friendly. So before we begin, just want to say that I am not a lawyer, so do your own due diligence. Make sure you're following the correct email laws and GDPR regulations that are required for your country. All right, so having said that, let's just go through what a regular lead magnet funnel would look like. Someone comes to your site, they fill out a lead magnet form, they would get added to a list, and then they would be delivered an email with a link to the PDF or the resource, and then you would proceed to email them forever until they buy. However, that's a complete GDPR fail. And the reason for that is that GDPR states that people have to explicitly request to be added to an email list. When they filled out the form, all they really wanted specifically was the resource. They didn't ask to be added to the list explicitly. You just kind of did that, right? So unless you put it like checkboxes on your website, so you could do that. You can have these checkbox forms. You're going to have more friction though. So that's another way of doing it. The way I'm proposing is you're not putting the checkbox right up front when they sign up, but you're doing it after the fact. So let's jump ahead and I will show you what that looks like. Okay, so this is the GDPR friendly version. It's a little bit more complex, but don't worry, I'm going to walk you through all the steps right now. So it starts out just like before. They're on your website, they fill out the lead magnet request form. So now instead of being added to a list automatically, they go into an automation that is checking to see if they are in the European Union or not. Okay, and based on if they are, they will get assigned a special tag. So what happens is they get delivered the email as per usual. This is version 2.0 though. So what this does is it also has a conditional content block that only appears for someone who has that European Union tag. And what that block says, it basically says, you know, for us to be able to continue sending you cool resources like this and tips related to whatever industry you happen to be in, we need your permission. So please click this link. And when they click that link, it gives them the option to consent, add their explicit consent by clicking two different checkboxes. And then that data gets pushed into your CRM. So then you have a record that they have granted consent to be emailed. Now, if it was a non-EU person, they would still go through these same steps. They would go through that EU automation check. They wouldn't get a tag because they are not from the European Union. So they would pass through unhindered. It would be the same, you know, business as usual. They get added to the list and you can continue to email them until they buy. If they are tagged with the EU, and what happens next is they go into a second automation, which is called the GDPR consent automation. And what that does is they basically sit in limbo and it's checking, it's waiting to see if the person has granted their consent or not. And if so, then they get added to the list and everything's legal. You have those check boxes, you have, it's all updated into your CRM. So you have that legal, you know, paper trail to show that somebody has granted their consent. And if not, then we notify the team and we remove the contact because as per the GDPR guidelines, if somebody hasn't explicitly stated that they want to be in communication with you, you need to be able to delete their details in the system. So what happens is it's still part of the GDPR consent automation. So, but we notify a team member after 7 to 10 days and they can go in and remove the contact. So that's how you can build a lead magnet delivery funnel that's GDPR friendly. So if you'd like to have step-by-step on how to do this in ActiveCampaign, or you just want to check out more automation techniques and tips, head over to AutomationEngage.com. Thanks for watching.